Very good morning to all of you. Here we begin with day 2 of our Sarathi Taxation live practice batch. Yesterday we have completed everything about basics, considering all the amendments, past exam questions, emphasis on MCQs, right? So today we are doing residential status. One second, some trouble in lives. Can you all, those who are joining, can you put some messages so that the live chat is on and I can know that we are taking it all live? Keep putting messages. Any doubt in yesterday's class or AC, just put AC so that everything is all clear. I'm taking it from laptop and it is on in the... Any doubt in yesterday's class or... Done. Yes, the live chat is on. Like yesterday, keep the chat box buzzing. Any doubt you have, you can ask here. Okay, right. Before we begin, we have here our student Akshada. With due respect to all the rank holders, Akshada, can you... I'm making you as the co-host so you can come on to the video.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Good morning. Very good morning to you, dear. Right. So with a lot of due respect to the rank holders, I believe everyone has their own story. I myself, I cleared one group at a time, but then in final, I could not clear group 1 for 2 times. So Akshada has a similar story. She could not do it for the first time. And then she took coaching for accounts, taxation, costing, interlinked subject, scored exemptions. 82 marks in accounts, 79 in costing and taxation. And then she wrote group 2, cleared group 2, now enduring her journey into internship and started preparing for her final also. So teachers to bolte hain, Akshata, you give the inputs that there is no benchmark ke ek baar nahi hua to nahi hoga, or what was your mindset? I remember it was COVID time when you were taking group 1 coaching, right? So a lot of tough work was going on, especially in building that courage and mindset to study. So over to you, dear. Share whatever you want. Give some inputs to these students who are taking life coaching now.
Yes, ma'am. All thanks to you, first of all. So I couldn't clear it in first attempt because I didn't have any resources properly. In COVID, all my relatives were to my house and there was no place to study. But I didn't give up at that time. My mother, she knew Dipti ma'am before. So she took me to her. She said, okay, give one more chance to yourself to clear CA. It's your dream. So, like Deepti ma'am guided, I followed her steps. Booster notes were really helpful to me. And I also didn't touch my phone for almost 3 months. I maintained a small phone. I got inspiration actually from Deepti ma'am. She said me that she used to use very small phone. She used to put away all the social media and everything.
Absolutely. Can you hear? Yeah, it has gone into mute.
So, yeah.
Continue.
So, sorry, ma'am, 1 minute. So during that time, during those crucial 3 months of my life, I worked really hard. I followed everything. I utilized my resources properly. First of all, I listened to classes properly. I revised everything. Later, I gave one more chance to myself. Booster notes were really helpful to me. Even my friends also asked me about it. Later, I gave my attempt. I couldn't clear it actually, but that time also once more I
self-questioned myself what is wrong with me and everything. I think I lacked courage to attend the exams. So I attended multiple test series continuously. Like I was next 3 months also, I grinded myself. Then I cleared it. Actually, when I got 80 all exemption marks, I was not surprised actually, because I thought I could get more by all the practice.
Wow.
I did.
Right.
And till now, I have all the booster notes with me. I didn't throw them away. I have everything preserved in my shelf as of now.
It will be. Thank you so much, Akshada, for all your inputs. You gave nice takeaway to students that you need a lot of courage to again and again bounce back. And it is very common to have doubt and ki main karu na karu. But then once you have that degree in front of your name, no, nothing is going to stop you. And I am really saying this to so many students. See, Akshata is saying it in her story that 3 months I could survive on that small phone. And for all the updates from us, she used to use other smartphone जो घर में एक है उसको बस जब हमको देखना है update है उसके लिए देख लो. So that really helped her, and thank you so much. This is like every student is saying that you are preserving the booster notes, and it's going to be helpful in final also. What you have studied in costing is same there in the SCM also, right? So wish you very all the best. Thank you so much for coming here, sparing your time and giving some inputs to these students. And this is what is super inspiring. 82 marks in accounts, 79 in costing, exemptions, and then clearing group 2 and now preparing for final. God bless you, Akshada. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great to start the day with this input, right? Excuse me. Let us now begin. Anyone is having any doubt in the first topic what we have done? Have you taken the printout of the material? Yes, that is given to you. What I am doing is, because these coaching is free, at least you need some hard copy material with you. So whatever problems we are solving in class from my material and past exams, papers, RTPs, MTPs, all I'm covering up. All that PDF, I'm putting it chapter wise. I've already given you for residential status and house property. Make sure if you have not taken, join the Telegram group, take a printout of that, so that now when we are solving the problems, you are clear with it. Okay? Right. And trust me, dear students, if I say residential status, you all know as much as I know it. Then what is lacking is writing practice. So let us start. Coming half an hour, you may feel we are going little slow because it is concepts. Whether it is regular batch or fast track or super quick revision, these are the 3 ways I divide my batches into. Only important thing is when you're learning the concepts, you need to go little slow. Over the period, then wherever you feel, you can go ahead and we can have a good speed while practicing the problems. Okay? Keep responding in with your calculators. Be ready. Excuse me. Some coughing is still there, so you have to be with it. Okay? Right. Let us begin now with residential status. This is yesterday's class, dear students. कल हमने काफी सारे notes लिखे थे, and when I'm teaching, I'm emphasizing a lot or how this is asked, or if they are asking you in MCQ what is maximum marginal rate of the tax, जो भी है जैसे भी है, amendments याद रखना है आपको. Yesterday I gave you the amendment for 115 BB cash credit transactions. If you take show unsecured loan from someone, they can ask to the other party what is the source of income. If they are not able to explain, they'll assume it's a fake entry and they can add it in your account. Then I cleared yesterday 2 important concepts. If you have missed the revision, do watch it. One is unutilized basic exemption and another is marginal relief. Right? So hope everything is clear. Let us now begin with residential status. You know what? Residential status is to be decided every year. Almost all the details in this are covered in section 6. So residential status, it is decided every year. Now, why is it necessary to decide what is the residential status of a person? Let us start with residential status of individual. Exam oriented target, if you ask me, weightage of this topic is 6 marks. Ma'am, section 6 hai to 6 marks kya? Of course, 6 marks specific question is asked. Khas karke last 2-3 exams, they have been asking questions in CMA exam and CA exam for deemed resident. Section 6 1A wala. I'll come to that. So, residential status of individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, sab karenge. But when we are starting with the residential status, it is very important. Why do we determine? Residential status will decide the taxability of income. Taxability of income of a person. Just let us talk 5-10 minutes the way a layman talks. You know what? Taxability of income of a person. So now see, in the residential status, if it comes to know that someone is non-resident, he's not a resident in India. So only narrow-minded approaches, whatever he has earned in India, he should pay the tax, because who is he? Non-resident. If you are a resident and ordinary resident, then on world income, you have to pay tax India. So for taxability of income, it is necessary, okay? It is necessary to decide residential status. Yeah. And do we need to do it every year? Ki nahi, ek baar ho gaya resident? Every year. Residential status is to be decided every year. You may be a non-resident till last year. This year you may become a resident. So you need to decide it for every previous year or financial year. Okay? It has got nothing to do with citizenship. Ma'am, I am a citizen of India. I am born and brought up in India. और उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Now, to decide residential status of individual every year, we need to check the basic conditions. Now, important point here where students feel I should have got 6 out of 6 marks, but I'm just getting 3 marks. जब वो लोग rectify करते हैं ना पेपर, ध्यान से सुनो क्या गलती होती है. They read the question, they come to the conclusion. Shruti ka question hai. Shruti is a non-resident. So this income, they have to pay the tax and over. If it is a 6-mark question, dear students, you need to write the conditions as theory. Are you all with me? Aapko conditions likhna padega. What conditions you need to write? That is a resident because he's satisfying first condition, second basic condition, additional both conditions. So like that, you have to write that language. So today when we are going to solve past exam papers, which I've already sent you in Telegram yesterday, wo jab solve karenge, to I will see to it that we are reading the problem properly, the way you should read in exam, and we are learning the technique how to write the answer in exam. Chale saath mein? So I want all of you to write now this with me, what I am writing. Basic conditions. Okay. And abhi main yahan likh rahi hu any one. There are 2 basic conditions. First, he should be, he means SSC. He should be in India. He should be in India for 182 days or more. He should be in India for 182 days or more in the previous year. What is our previous year? 20-23. He should be, SSC should be in India 182 days or more. Or means any one of the conditions satisfied, he is said to be resident. ठीक है, कोई भी एक भी कंडीशन अगर सेटिस्फाई हो जाएगी तो is said to be resident. Okay, section 6 clause 1A, this is ठीक है, उतने sections नहीं भी याद रहे तो no problem. Or he should be in India. Basic conditions के लिए you have to check the number of days present in the previous year. What is previous year? I want all of you to write this. You have to write this condition in the final exam. He should be in India for 182 days or more in the previous year, 20 to 23, or he should be in India for 60 days or more in previous year, 20 to 23, and 365 days or more in 4 PPYs. PP is not Pani Puri, PP is preceding previous years. So preceding 4 years, what is my previous year? 20 to 23. Either 182 days or more we should be present in India to be a resident, or right now in the previous year 22, 23, 60 days, और उसके पहले के 4 years, 21, 22, 20, 21, 19, 20, 18, 19, followed in the 4 years, 365 days or more. He should be in India. Then he is said to be what? Resident. Is the basic condition clear to you? Suppose the SSC satisfy any one of the basic conditions. Then we come to additional conditions. I know this is a revision class, but you trust me. You want to get 87, 90 marks in taxation. Trust me and write down, because you have to write this in the final exam. Additional conditions. Again, I'm writing here both. Okay, he's a resident. He was in India for 70 days and 365 days. Second basic condition satisfy. Yeah, first satisfy. He is a resident. Now, to be resident and ordinary resident, both the conditions he should satisfy. Both the conditions. What are those? Both the conditions he should satisfy. Additional conditions both. Number 1. Acha, additional conditions you have to check in PP wise. You know what is PP wise? Preceding previous year, just before the previous year 20 to 23. तो उसके पहले के 10 years. Okay. He should be resident for 2 out of 10 preceding previous years. He should be resident in India. He should not be present. Present nahi. He should be resident in India for 2 out of the 10 preceding previous years. And now I'm writing a big and both the additional conditions should be satisfied. And he should be in India for 730 days or more. He should be in India for 730 days or more in 7 PPYs. Are you all with me? Yeah. Last 10 years में any 2 years he should be resident in India. Last 7 years में he should be in India for 730 days. Continuous days are not required. ये 182 days, ये 60 days, कहीं पे भी continuous days are not required. Okay, 1 second. 182 days, 60 days, 2 out of 10, कहीं पे भी, huh? So this is continuity not required. Is this clear to all of you? कोई continuity required नहीं है. और second है, day you come to India, जिस दिन India आ रहे हैं, and day you leave India, you means SSC, is counted. Take your time. I'm pausing here and write down, and if you have any doubt, ask me. When you finish writing, tell me. He should be in India for 182 days or more, or 60 days or more, and 360. In दोनों में से एक condition. Additional both the conditions. I'll give you. अगर ये नहीं वो नहीं तो क्या? Finish writing this. Now we'll make a flow chart to remember. How to remember this? Say, let us take an example of individual. Satisfies any one of basic condition. चलो कोई भी एक बेसिक कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई अगर आपने किए तो आप क्या हो गए? रेसिडेंट. Once you satisfy the basic condition, you become resident. Then additional conditions. What are additional conditions? If you feel I'm repeating, it's for you to learn so that the speed comes in exam. Additional conditions. What are the additional conditions? Yes. 2 out of the 10 years, he should be resident. Last 10 years, preceding 10 years में कोई भी 10 साल में 2 साल, he should be resident. And last 7 years, 730 days, he should be present in India. Continuity is not required. The day you come, the day you leave, all that is counted. Are you all with me? Yeah. Some of you are joining late. Please join on time. Be committed. Trust me, as a teacher, if you are attending it live, you will get a different kind of benefit. Many students are watching it in evening because they are working. That is fine. No problem. And I can't take classes in evening. Of course, many of you requested that please take it in the evening schedule 6 to 10 like that, so that job students can attend. That's not feasible. So on holidays you attend live, but others should attend live class only to take maximum benefit. And if you have any doubt, put me a message in the chat box and I will clear your doubt. ठीक है ना? Right. So individual, if he satisfies any one of the basic conditions, he is said to be resident. Now let us take up additional conditions. अभी additional conditions क्या हैं? Both हैं. तो like this. Both satisfied. Both the additional conditions are satisfied. Then he is said to be what? Resident and ordinary resident. And once he is resident and ordinary resident, world income he has to pay. So we are dividing this chapter into 2 parts. First, what is asked in exam out of 6 marks is decide the residential status. Second is, okay, according to residential status, what is the taxable income? Even if you have the notes, write it, dear students. Hardly 30 days, 2.5 hours, I'm making you write so as to set a system of writing for your final exam. And our why is clear. 8 subjects of final. For that, 8 subjects of inter. For that, this group 1. And for that, this Sarathi batch. Chale saath mein. So if both conditions are satisfied, additional, resident and ordinary resident. Okay. One condition satisfied, additional, or none satisfied. Additional कोई भी conditions आपने satisfy नहीं की. देन फिर ये क्या होगा, रेसिडेंट तो है. Why SSC is resident? Because he has satisfied any one of the basic condition. So he is said to be resident. But once he is resident, if he is satisfying only one additional condition, 2 out of 10 years, yeah, or none, then he is said to be resident, but not ordinary resident. ठीक है ना? Right. And now, if the individual does not satisfy any basic condition, कोई भी बेसिक कंडीशन ही सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहे हैं, तब फिर वो क्या हो जाएगा, नॉन रेसिडेंट. Just now you heard the importance of booster note. One day before exam, so much of material from the concept classes, your institute study material, past exam papers. So I am giving you gist notes. जिस नोट्स अगर आप पढ़ लोगे तो 15 मिनट में रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस आपका प्रिपेयर हो जाएगा. राइट? यस. सो if he does not satisfy any basic condition, then non-resident. If he satisfies any one of the basic condition, then resident. And in that also, if he satisfies both the conditions, okay, resident and ordinary resident, additional condition एक ही satisfy हुआ, कोई भी satisfy नहीं हुआ, resident but not ordinary resident, तो ये categorize clear होना चाहिए. I told you earlier, once again I am repeating, keep patience. थोड़ा time लगेगा to decide the residential status, but this is only the crucial part. If I say decide the residential status of partnership firm and AOP, वो तो 5 मिनट में हो जाएगा. It's that easy. Yes? Clear with this part now? Anyone is having any doubt, then ask, I will clear. Put message in the chat box. Yes, live chat is on. You can put a message. Okay. So write the condition, count the days properly, taking care of the leap year and all this. And the day they reach India, the day SSC is leaving, वो दोनों दिन count करने. Counting of days I will teach you. Average due date नहीं पढ़ाना है, but मैं आपको problem solve करते वक्त I'll make you do that practice. ठीक है? Right. So this is all about the resident and ordinary resident. Resident but not ordinary resident and all. Okay. Now we will see exception to rule. Exception to rule where second basic condition not applicable. सेकेंड वाला बेसिक कंडीशन एप्लीकेबल ही नहीं है. कौन सा वाला सेकेंड वाला, मतलब 60 days or more and 365 days or more, not applicable. It's not applicable. You have to be resident in India, then you have to be present for 182 days or more. The depreciation is 180 days, 50% wala. Okay, right. So what are the exception to the rule? Number 1, Indian citizen. I know some of the students are, one thing I literally talking frankly with all of you, some of the students are, ma'am, from your notes you can orally teach. No, I can complete residential status in 1 hour. कुछ नहीं है. 1 घंटे में मेरा booster notes इतने clear printed है मेरे material में, I can. But I'm making you understand, I'm taking that responsibility to make you learn and reproduce in the exam. That's why this writing practice. So likho na please. Exception to the rule. ये flowchart बना लिया सबने? Shall I pause or clear? Done? Yes. Now, exception to the rule where second basic condition not applicable. What is that? Indian citizen. Okay. Indian citizen going abroad for employment. See, when a person goes outside India for employment and all, then he will be said to be resident in India only if he satisfies first condition. He is in India for 182 days or more. 60 days wala condition is not applicable if you are Indian citizen and you are going abroad. Second, Indian citizen. You all know who is Indian citizen, who is born in India, or his parents or grandparents are born in undivided India. They are said to be of Indian origin. So Indian citizen, the one who is born in India or leaves India, as a member of crew. You know, जो ship में इंडिया से बाहर जाते हैं, so for them 60 days and 365 days, this basic condition is not applicable. If you are Indian citizen, if you are going abroad for employment or as a member of crew, then for you only first basic condition is applicable. And यहाँ पे one question is asked MCQ. Every time I'm highlighting and giving, there's a document called as continuous discharge certificate. You know, dear students, what is this continuous discharge certificate? Write down, 1 second. Continuous discharge certificate. This is a document when as a member of crew you are leaving the port, you need to sign in the continuous discharge certificate. And when you again come to the Indian port and you land on the shore, you need to sign. So in the continuous discharge certificate, you will get the number of days that crew member is present in India. Are you getting? This is asked in MCQ that Indian citizen leaving India as a member of crew, their number of days present in India is decided based on fill in the blanks. What is that? Continuous discharge certificate. Okay. So if you are a member of a crew and you are leaving India, 60 days, 365 days, not applicable. If you are going abroad for employment, 60 days, 365 days, not applicable. Okay. And third one is, okay, third one, and mark this, very important, इसी के based questions exam में आ रहे. Last 3 attempts they have asked questions only for this point. Yeah. Indian citizen or person of Indian origin means he is born outside India, but any of his parents or grandparents, they have born in India. They are said to be person of Indian origin. So Indian citizen or person of Indian origin staying abroad, हाँ, जर्मनी में, कनाडा में, कहीं और रह रहे हैं, staying abroad comes to visit India. Comes to visit India. Okay. अब उसके लिए क्या है? 182 days की जगह the period is, इसके लिए सब conditions हैं. I hope I'm clearing again. A person of Indian origin going abroad as employment as a member of crew, for you, second basic condition is not applicable. 60 days, 365 days. You will be said to be resident in India only if you are present for 182 days or more. Okay. But if you are an Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin staying abroad, coming to visit India, then, okay, present in India for 120 days or more. जो 182 days है ना, उसको 120 days कर दिया, 120 days or more. And second condition, 365 days or more in 4 preceding previous years. Financial year 20 to 23, you are present in India for 182 days की जगह 120 days or more. And preceding 4 years, 365 days and more. और एक third condition है, and total income in India, बाहर कितना भी earn करो, total income in India exceeds 15 lakhs. Exceed 15 lakhs, then he is said to be resident but not ordinary resident. Clear hai? You are Indian citizen or Indian origin, staying abroad, coming to visit India. Second basic condition is not applicable. First kya hai? 182 days or more. Instead of 182 days, this is reduced to 120 days or more. You are in India. Preceding 4 years, 365 days or more, you are in India. And how much you have earned in India? Above 15 lakhs. Then you are said to be what? Resident, but not ordinary resident. A resident, but not ordinary resident is in the midway. Some income is taxable. Can you put me a message? So many of you are attending live, but not putting a single message. Are we not taking enough efforts to explain you all the things well? Huh? Just YouTube is sending me a message yesterday that 72% of your viewers are non-subscribers. I was shocked and surprised to see. Of course, it's not कि ये free में पढ़ा रहे तो जैसे तैसे करके खत्म करो. I can't play with the life of my students. So 1 to 10, everything will be clear, but at least you all subscribe to the channel. And if you feel this conceptual knowledge is good, like it, comment below in the live chat so that I can know you all are following or not. Right. Chalo. So this is an add-on condition. You want me to repeat or clear? And based on this, problems are asked. I mean, say question answers are asked. और इसको हम खास करेंगे. फिर से एक बार. Indian citizen, Indian origin, staying abroad, coming to visit India. Are you present in India for 120 days or more? Yes. 365 days in the last 4 years? Yes. Are you earning more than 15 lakhs? Yes. Then what you are said to be? Resident. All the conditions need to be satisfied, dear students. Yes, I was expecting someone will ask this. Dekho, if the ma'am 120 days से ज़्यादा इंडिया में है, ठीक है. Preceding 4 years 365 days से ज़्यादा इंडिया में है, ठीक है. लेकिन total income जो है ना इंडिया में 10 लाख रुपए, तो what he will be? Non-resident. This is only 182 days. And till 181 days. 182 days के बाद तो वैसे ही you come into the first condition. Are you all getting or not? ये जो है ना कि 120 to 181 days you are present in India. पिछले 4 years 365 days. And you should earn in India how much? Above 15 lakhs. So you are caught up resident and ordinary resident and pay some tax. But even if you are in India for 150 days, 4 years, 365 days, but your total income in India is only 10 lakhs. Who are you? Non-resident. If you are in India for 182 days or more, total income ko koi lena dena hi nahi hai. Shall I write here? These are all examples. Example 1. Abhi example 2. If present in India, suppose a person is present in India for 190 days. 182 days से क्रॉस हो गया, या बट टोटल इनकम इन इंडिया में टोटल इनकम सिर्फ 2 लाख रुपए, rupees 2 lakh, then also he will be like resident. Why? first basic condition is satisfying 182 days or more is in India. So I want to repeat two basic conditions, anyone you satisfy. Additional conditions, both. There nowhere the criteria is for the total income. This total income should cross 15 lakhs in India. This is only for 182 days, or sorry, 120 days to 181 days. 182 days se zyada you are in India, as it is you are satisfying first basic condition. No one is asking you what is your total income in India. समझ में आ रहा है? तो ये ऐसे ही रेसिडेंट हो जाएगा. Can you comment below if this is clear or not? All clear? Yes? Right. Yeah, when we work out the problems, it will be definitely more clear to all of you. Okay? All this is given very systematically in the Sarathi book. In case if you need the whole book, message me. Surely can deliver it to you and you can prepare super well. Let us go to the last concept now, and that is about the deemed resident. Okay? And then we will work out the problems. Problems may I want to go little later in the problem, because it's not they're just asking you, are you resident or non-resident? With that, they are asking you the taxability also, dear students. One more concept from last year they have added, but I feel amendments are not only for this year, but जो last year के amendments हैं, वो भी बहुत important है. Deemed resident, section 6(1)(a). Okay. Now, what is this deemed resident? Deemed resident na, ध्यान से सुनो. It's a concept started last year and very beautiful. You know, we all often listen to this ki jiska koi nahi, iska khuda hai, and all that. So what is this, you know, ki when a person is not having, say, parent, so many people are guardians. So now, if an SSC, he never came to India. Okay, एक दिन प्रेजेंट से कोई मतलब ही नहीं, अभी तक प्रेजेंट ही था, 181 days or 182 days or more and 60 days, अभी तक प्रेजेंस ही था. Suppose SSC Mr. A has never come to India, but he has earned more than 15 lakhs income in India, and he's not paying tax anywhere else in the world. Just recent May 23 RTP, such a nice question is there. I'm taking care of RTPs, MTPs, past exam papers, CMAs, 2 set of MTPs. So lot of effort I'm putting in so that I give best. Hope you cooperate. I'm just asking you to comment in the live, and that I'm not getting. Maybe you all are attending through mobile phone, so some of you are facing that difficulty. But if you're attending through laptop and you can comment below, do let me know how much you're following. Now, once again. So a person, forget it how many days he has visited India. एक भी दिन India नहीं है, previous year 20 to 23. But income कितनी है India में? Above 15 lakhs. And in the world, nowhere else he is paying the tax. अरे आप कहीं पे टैक्स पे नहीं कर रहे, and इंडिया में 15 लाख से ज्यादा कमाए, आ जाओ. We will be your guardian. You become deemed resident in India and be resident, but not ordinary resident, and pay the tax. Are you getting or not? It's that simple. Just write the conditions and it will be like super duper clear. Chalo, isko karte hain. Deemed resident. Upcoming CMA exam, so I'm expecting they can ask you write a short note, 5 marks. And CA exam, they are asking you to work out. One second. This is live streaming, so it has to be zoomed in through the laptop. So one more window also started. Chalo. Deemed resident concept. This is a beautiful concept. Okay. And this is not applicable. Isme na thode pitfalls hain. This is applicable to individual. Individual who is Indian citizen, means who is born in India. Not Indian origin, ना उसको applicable नहीं है. Individual who is Indian citizen. Okay, right. Not Indian origin, क्योंकि एग्जाम में आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए इंडियन ओरिजिन. Who is Indian origin, who is born abroad but his father, grandfather are born in India, उसको ये बेनिफिट नहीं है. ये जो है ना deemed resident वाला clause is applicable to individual who is Indian citizen. Okay, right. He has earned in previous year more than 15 lakhs in India. Abroad में कितना earn किए उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. He is not paying tax anywhere. He's not paying tax in any other country. He's not paying tax in any other country. No other country he is paying tax. Okay, then आ जाओ. किसी के कोई पेरेंट्स नहीं है तो हम पेरेंट्स बन जाएंगे. He is deemed resident. And which resident? Resident but not ordinary resident. And he has to pay the tax in India. यहाँ पे खास मैं लिख रही हूँ, number of days present is not important. मैम ये एसएससी एक दिन भी इंडिया नहीं आया 20 to 23, no problem. Is he Indian citizen? Yes, not Indian origin, Indian citizen. He has not come to India, no problem. But he has earned in India above 15 lakhs, yes. And he's not paying tax anywhere else in the world. He may be in a tax haven country or country where taxes are zero, right? Then he will be deemed resident and resident but not ordinary resident, and then he has to pay the tax. Okay, right. So here we have finished the concept, and before we go on to working the problems or go to move ahead with the residential status of others, let us revise all what we have done. And do tell me, is this writing more helpful or revising directly from my Sarathi material is more helpful? What do you think? Yeah, residential status of individual. Yeah. He must be present in India for 182 days or more, or 60 days or more and 365 days or more in the preceding 4 years. The day he enters India and the day he leaves shall also be counted. Yeah. Exception to wherein second basic condition is not applicable. Indian citizen going abroad for employment, Indian citizen leaves India as a member of crew, or Indian citizen who is staying outside India comes to visit India. Okay? अब ये जो third वाला है, उसके लिए instead of 182 days, the period is reduced to 120 days. And in the preceding 4 years, 365 days. If such person is having total income other than income from foreign sources exceeding 15 lakhs. Okay? समझ में आ रहा है? आपको मैंने इससे बहुत बेटर वे में बूस्टर नोट्स में लिखा दिया है. And this is about the continuous discharge certificate I taught. Now additional conditions. 2 out of 10 preceding previous year he should be resident. 730 days or more during the last 7 years. He should be resident. Okay? Right. And then I have given this example to all of you. 182 days or more in 20 to 23, or 60 days or more in 20 to 23, and 365 days or more in the 4 preceding previous years. Additional conditions. 2 out of the last 10 years. What is your financial year? 20. Additional conditions are always checked in preceding previous years. So 2 out of the 10 years. What are your 10 years? Right? Before the 20 to 23 ke pehle ke 10 years. Ye 10 years. He should be in India 2 out of the 10 years. And he should be in India for 730 days out of 7 years. Now, this is the way we have done the flow chart. If individual satisfies any one of the basic condition, he is said to be what? Resident. Resident होने के बाद both additional conditions, resident and ordinary resident. Resident but one or none additional conditions, resident but not ordinary resident. And if he satisfies none of the basic conditions, 182 days wala nahi, 60 days wala nahi, he is said to be non-resident. अच्छा, can we say मैम नॉन रेसिडेंट है उसको कुछ भी टैक्स पे नहीं करना पड़ेगा? नो, he has to pay the tax. How? Let us check it. Exception to the rule, where second basic condition is not applicable. Person leaving India for employment, person leaving India as a member of crew, days are decided, ये अभी आपको बताया. Person of Indian origin staying abroad, coming to visit India, he is in India for less than 120 days, तो non-resident. 120 to 181 days India में है, income 15 लाख से ज़्यादा है, 365 days है 4 years में, he is said to be resident but not ordinary resident. और 181 days से ज़्यादा है तो वैसे ही is resident. He is satisfying the first basic condition. Then वो total income कितना है वो सब check करना ही नहीं. Total income वाला criteria is 120 days to 181 days here. And in case of deemed resident. Deemed resident, mark and go, they can ask you short note, dear students, that an individual being Indian citizen having total income from foreign exceeding 15 lakhs, yeah, he's liable to pay tax in any other, he's not liable to pay, tax in any other country. He's earning more than 15 lakhs in India and he's said to be resident but not ordinary resident and he has to pay the tax. Okay. Continuity is not required. Person is said to be Indian origin if any of his parents or grandparents are born in India. Official tours, employment, business, वो सब count होता ही है. Okay, you can't say I am a non-resident for business income, but I am a resident for house property. Once you are resident, this is the way your income is taxed. That's what I'm going to teach next. Once you are non-resident, this समझ में आ रहा है, right? Okay, this residential status has got nothing to do with citizenship. This is asked often in true and false. Residential status have got nothing to do with your citizenship. Right. Present in territorial waters of India, 100 nautical miles and all. Contiguous zones, economic zones, wo sab hai na? That is also that you are in India. Very beautiful word I want to introduce here. Income received in India. Suppose a person is a doctor working in USA and he is earning in USA. वो कभी इंडिया आया ही नहीं है, but he has received hospital income in India. Income received in India ना taxable. Clear है? Income मिली कहाँ इंडिया में? Taxable. But remittance, doctor is working in USA, receiving the fees in USA. From there, full fees he is sending to India to his wife and daughter's education and all. This is called as remittance. This is not taxable in India. This is just a money transfer. Are you all with me? Income, excuse me, directly received is taxable. Income remitted is not taxable. Clear to all of you? Right. So many times in the exam, dear students, they tell you past untaxed profit is brought to India. What is past untaxed profit? Say, let us say you all have seen DDLJ movie, Dilwale Dulhaniya, Shah Rukh Khan's one of the hit movie, and in that Amrish Puri is there, who is since years he's in London. Now he shuts down his store and all, sells everything, and brings all that capital to Amritsar. He comes to India, Punjab aa jate hain. So this is like a transfer. Are you all getting? Past untaxed profit. This profit is not taxable in India. Last 10 years, Amrish Puri was in London. There he has earned, there he has paid the tax. He's just transferring that capital to India. Does he need to pay tax in India? Answer is no. Someone earning in USA later on remitting to daughter in India. Remittances clear ho gaya sabko? Right? Okay? Now, before I go on to the next table and all, let us first know what is the residential status. Baki sabka hum baad mein decide karenge. What do you mean by income received in India? Income, if it is received in India, say just take an example, dear students. Someone in Burma is selling the property to someone in Sri Lanka. But property kahan hai? Chennai mein. Is it taxable in India? Yeah, because income is accruing in India. Property kahan transfer hui hai? India mein transfer hui. Are you all with me? Who is the seller? Burma person. Who is the buyer? Sri Lanka person. Where is the property located? Chennai. So in short, now we know what is resident. This table is very, very important. I thought of drawing it, but now seeing all your messages, ma'am, we have this. So then I'm sticking to this. And if you want to note it down, pause the video. This recording will be there in YouTube forever. So pause the video and take down. You should by heart this table. This is like, suno, dhyan se suno. Abhi decide ho gaya. This person is resident and ordinary. This is non-resident. This is resident but not ordinary. Resident कैसे हुए? First basic condition satisfied, but additional दोनों satisfy नहीं हुए. तो resident but not. तो ये criteria में now I'm going to the second part of this chapter, that is taxability. Take a pause and listen carefully to me. If you are a resident and ordinary resident, world income is taxable for you. Resident and ordinary resident, world income is taxable for you. Followed or not? Yeah, in final you will study that, you get some kind of relief in section 90A and all. And now, if you are a non-resident को India से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. But if you are a non-resident, whatever income is received in India, first receipt in India, if you are a non-resident, but you have invested in Indian share market and dividend you received in India, taxable. Income received in India, deemed to be received. Deemed to be received, the best example is TDS. You have received 50 rupees income in India. Non-resident, you are an advocate. You came to fight my case in Hyderabad. I gave you fees in Hyderabad, 50 rupees. That is your income received in Hyderabad. Do you need to pay tax on that? Yes. But then I said, listen, ye 50 rupees low, on that I have to deduct tax at source, TDS. TDS cut ke 5 rupees I paid to government. That's tax on your behalf. And I gave you 45 rupees. Whenever we give net income, gross income is taxable. Crossing up of income is super duper important. I will, with example, I will solve it in income from other sources. वहां हम इसको solve करेंगे. ठीक है? Right. So, income, what I was talking, what is TDS? I gave you 45 income in your hand. 5 rupees on your behalf, I deducted tax and paid to government. Is that also deemed to be received income? So NRI for you, income received in India, income deemed to be received. Income accrued in India, income deemed to accrue. What is accrual in India? Ye property to India mein. Dividend anywhere you get in the world. If it is Indian company giving dividend, it's taxable in India because it's accruing. So non-resident के लिए ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं आप तो non-resident है जाके सो जाओ कुछ tax pay नहीं करना. No, non-resident has to pay tax on 4 things. Income received in India, deemed to be received. Accrue, deemed to accrue. And resident should pay the tax on world income. Now the middle part. Resident, but not ordinary resident. Resident, but not ordinary resident. They will pay on first 4. I'm explaining orally. I will explain with table also. Income received in India, deemed to receive. Accrue, deemed to accrue. Iske alawa, if a business is set up outside India, income is earned outside India, but that business is controlled from India. Heads and brains. Company hai to directors, partnership firm hai to partner. They are all in India. Then what it is said? It's going to be taxable. Break abhi nahi. We started also little late. Let me complete one part. Can we take a break after 15 minutes? Is that fine? Yes. Keep the chat box buzzing. मतलब break चाहिए आप लोगों को. Break मुझे चाहिए. मैं भी non-stop बोल रही हूँ. चलो. Yeah. Check up this table very quickly and tell me, is this clear to all of you or not? Income received in India, yes means taxable. Yes, yes, yes. Income received in India, whether accrued in India or elsewhere. Yes, yes, yes. Income deemed to be received in India. Okay? Accrued in India or kahin paper deemed to be received. TDS wala part. Yes. Income deemed to accrue in India. Property India mein. Yes, all need to pay. Income deemed to accrue. Received, deemed to received. Accrued, deemed to accrued. Yes, yes, yes. So, these are the incomes you can put like this in the block. These are taxable for all in India. Exam mein 6 marks question for sure. CA exam, sometimes this, sometimes deemed resident. CMA exam, every exam 6 mark question, this is asked. In column, resident and ordinary resident, but not and non-resident. Yeah, right. Chalo. Next now, income received outside India, accrued outside India, but business controlled from India. Heads and brains are in India. Yes, yes, no. Non-resident को कोई मतलब नहीं. Non-resident खुद ही बाहर रहता है. Income accrue बाहर हो रही, receive बाहर हो रही. उसको कोई मतलब नहीं. He will not pay tax. But resident and ordinary resident, resident but not these two people will pay tax. Now, income earned outside India, received outside India, accrued outside India, everything outside India. अब ये भी नो हो गए. ये भी नो, सिर्फ ये. Look at this situation of resident and ordinary resident vertically. देखो. Yes, 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 yes. Clear? Yes, 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 yes. Resident, but not ordinary resident. Sorry. Resident and ordinary resident, world income, sub, yes. Received in India, deemed to receive. Accrue, deemed to accrue. Received outside India, accrued outside India, business controlled in India, yes. And last wala bhi yes. Last mein to income is earned outside India, received outside India, business set up outside India, sub outside India. तो भी resident and ordinary resident should pay tax. And non-resident को भी अब vertically करो. Vertically याद करो. कैसे याद करोगे vertically? I asked you to click the picture, but better you write it once so that you learn it. Received in India, yes. Deemed to be received, yes. Accrued, yes. Deemed to accrue, yes. Okay. And resident but not ordinary resident, 5. ये 6, ये 5, ये 4. ऐसे one day before exam याद करने के. What are 5? First 4 तो same है और एक ये है. Take your time. What is income received in India? Received is different from remittance. ये सब आपको समझाया अभी. Income deemed to be received. I'm giving you 100 rupees salary and 12 rupees I'm paying to RPF, Recognized Provident Fund, on your behalf. So that 12 rupees you will get on maturity, but is it your deemed to received income? We all know, apply this in the labor chapter, right? Same way income will be accruing in India if it has got a business connection in India. I'll talk in the last part what is business connection in India. But if a person is having business connection in India, अगर इतने से ज्यादा subscribers India में हैं, इतने से ज्यादा income India में है, and if they have business connection in India, it is deemed that income is accruing in India. And like Zoom is doing its work from USA, but then so many Zoom users are there in India. So do they need to pay tax in India? Yes, because the income is accrued in India. If the property or asset which is sold is situated in India, income from transfer of the capital. Yeah, income which falls under salary. If the salary is paid by government of India, even if as an ambassador of government of India, Ekta Tiger, you are in some different country, but then salary is paid by government of India, then you're set to having the income deemed or accrued in India. Dividend paid by Indian company, it is set to accrue in India. Yes, interest paid outside India, but if the money is used in India, I have taken loan from NRI, but that money is used in India, तो income कहाँ accrue हो रही India में, तो NRI के लिए taxable होगा. ये अलग से also I will explain, just giving you all the examples. Royalty payable outside India, but for services which are used in royalty India में दो बाहर दो, but if that royalty is used in India, whoever is the recipient of royalty should pay tax in India. Like we are from Hyderabad, and Tangman, there's a lake in the center of the Hyderabad, Tangman, and that statue got sunk. Buddha statue is there from single rock, and it got sunk in water. So we called technical help from foreign country to again lift that statue and put it, erect it on the place where they have made, in the center of the lake. So for all this work, we paid royalty and technical fees to foreign people. Do they need to pay tax in India? Yes, this income is accrued in India. Okay. And if you give gift to someone above 50,000, it's taxable in income from other sources as gift. But if you have paid it in India, it's going to be taxable. Okay. Business connection है तो taxable है, but अभी के लिए फिर से एक बार आ जाओ वापस. With this table, I want to take up some nice questions. Check, and if you have any doubt, ask me. Clear? So once we know the residential status of individual, we can decide if he's a resident and ordinary resident, world income. If he's a non-resident, those 4. Resident but not, like this. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, let us decide. I think with this, let us begin and do the problem. There is another part to this, that is the business connection, professional connection, ये सब थोड़ा बाद में पढ़ेंगे. पहले इतने से related problem करते हैं. Of course, I have to teach you the residential status of HUF and all that is very easy. We'll take a quick break of 3 minutes. Check your watches. Assemble back. We will do the problems. In 1 hour, all the past exams and some from my material, all we will do. And then I will take you to the last part, that is business connection. Kabhi kabhi na theory question bhi aaya hai. What are the cases when there is exception to the rule ki there is no business connection, news and views and all that. All right, so that's all. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, just very quick break and we'll assemble back.
मैं तो बादलों से ढूंढने जाऊंगी, मैं तो अपना सुर पाऊंगी, है जो क्रेजी क्रेजी सपने मेरे सारे चुपके में बोल आऊंगी, हमारा सताती की हुई ना दुनिया बनाऊंगी कि जिंदगी में
All right, are you all also back after the break? Let us continue. Until now, whatever we have done, we will solve the problems first. Yes, PDF file is already sent to you. Calculator तो लगेगा. चलो शुरू करते हैं. Yes, right. And we'll solve all the problems in writing so that you get a very good practice. There may be combo questions, decide the residential status and then decide the income. Okay, right. One or two problems they have done reverse, like they have calculated first the income and then the status, but it's always like first decide the residential status, because if a person is resident and ordinary resident, world income is taxable. If not, then non-resident, then only 4. Okay? Chalo. Let us take up the problem from this sheet. The sheet is already sent to you, and this is having all the past exam and all very good quality, good questions. Chalo. First I am doing, this is May 22 actual exam, and purposely I have written 4 marks and 6 marks and like that, so that you get a mindset also ki how they are repeatedly being asked. May 22 exam paper it is. Yes. Shruti is Indian citizen. Read the question paper carefully, what they have asked. Okay. Same kind of questions are repeated. You will see a trend also into this. November 23 tak lekhe. Okay. Shruti is an Indian citizen and is currently employed in overseas company. Indian citizen working abroad during the previous year 21-22. This is old exam ka paper, so they have given the previous year 21-22. We are doing it for 20-23, but take the data as it is. She comes to India for 157 days in 21 and 22, right? So immediately in our mind, like 182 days wala condition to gaya. She is in India for 200, 176, 45 days in the preceding 4 years. Let us do the total. Is she in India for 365 days or more in the preceding previous 4 years? Yes. And her annual income in India for 21-22 they have given. This is the salary earned in UAE, Bahar. So first we need to decide the residential status. तब फिर decide करेंगे कि foreign income भी India में tax होगी. This is earned and received from property in UAE. This is income deemed to accrue and arise in India. Income from retail business accrued and arise in India. Income accrued and arise in India. Okay, good. And LIC paid in India. Whenever you pay LIC, PPF, all this under section 80C, maximum 1,50,000 deduction is allowed. Now, for one thing, I need cooperation from you. Though I'm trying to teach you chapter wise, residential status, house property. But अब जैसे capital gain और business head को combine करके they are asking question 1 में. So we will solve all those questions here. बट जब कॉम्बो है तो अब डिडक्शंस आया तो इसको करना पड़ेगा ना एटीसी में. डिटरमिन द रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस ऑफ श्रुति. सपोर्ट योर आंसर विद द कंप्यूटेशन कि बाद में क्या टैक्सेबल होगा. ओके, राइट. So is reading the question clear to you? Anyone still not having this printout? Again, I'm repeating, Telegram group daily I'm putting PDFs. So take a print of that and then keep your left hand on this question so that you read it and do it one by one. Okay, otherwise you will not follow the class here onwards. And please keep patience. I'm going to discuss what is residential status of other SSCs asked in MCQs, match the pairs and all, or even the business connection. Business connection में amendment भी है, YouTube subscribers से related and all. So I'm doing right now problem number 1 in notebook. From our material, I've given the numbering problem number 1. Whatever you want to write, like if you want, you can write it as May 22 का question. मैंने support के लिए आपको सब दे दिया. I've given you everything. कि ये May 22 का ये RTP का जो आपको लिखना है लिखो. चलो. Problem number. Let us first decide the residential status of Shruti. For that, in the previous year, their previous year is 21 and 22. Okay. 21-22 previous year mein, she is in India for 157 days. And preceding previous year, 4 years. देख लो preceding previous year में क्या क्या है. 2017-18, 2018-19, 2019-20 and 2021. So 17 and 18 कितना है आपका? 200, 100, 76, 45. 200 plus 100 plus 76 plus 45. 421. Yeah, now see. Okay, we have to decide the residential status for 21-22. उस time का problem है. So we are doing the same now. इसका एग्जाम में पहले तो कैलकुलेट करके रेडी रख लो. Are you paying attention to the presentation with lot of stress? I am saying कि ध्यान से करो. Shruti should satisfy any one of basic condition. And she is Indian citizen staying abroad. हाँ, ये ध्यान रखना. तो सेकेंड वाला बेसिक कंडीशन तो एप्लीकेबल ही नहीं है, जो 60 डेज वाला. मैं लिख रही हूँ, देखो आपकी. Shruti should satisfy any one of the basic condition to be resident. Number 1, 182 days, 182 days or more in India. 182 days or more in India in the previous year. Dash not satisfied. Is she in India for 182 days or more? No. Only 157 days. Not satisfied. 157 days present. So she's not satisfied. This condition. Second. Now she's Indian citizen staying abroad and then coming to India. So second basic condition not applicable. थोड़े difference के साथ applicable है. देखो कैसे. Second basic condition applicable as follows. You know, second basic condition में 3 bit आपको बताएं. More than 120 days in India. Is she in India for more than 120 days? Yes. More than 365 days in 4 PPYs. 120 days से ज्यादा इंडिया में है? Yes. 157 days है. 365 days or more. Is she in India? Yes. 365 days or more. Is she in India? Yes. She's in India for 421 days. ठीक है ना? C bit. Total income in India exceeding 15 lakhs है क्या? Answer is yes. Look at the income. Income which is accrued in India 5 lakh. फिर second है retail business India में है 10 lakh. फिर और एक income accrued in India. First was deemed to accrue, then accrue. So total is 18 lakhs total income in India. अब clear है आपको? Shruti is not satisfying first condition. She is not in India for 181 days. 1 second, dear students. Yeah. 120 days, yes or more. She's in India, yes. 365 days or more in the preceding. These all the 3 conditions are and total income is exceeding 15 lakhs, yes. So now Shruti is resident but not ordinary resident in India. If she is resident, we would check the additional conditions 2 out of 10 years, 730 days out of 7 years. वो सब करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है because she is not a resident. वो normal conditions में. हाँ, but she is deemed to be resident in this criteria. 120 days वाला. First condition not applicable. Second condition normal वाला तो applicable ही नहीं है 60 days वाला. हाँ but 120 days के ऊपर है. हाँ 365 days है. Total income 15 लाख से ऊपर है. Yes. Ma'am, but you said कि total income anywhere abroad, she's not paying tax. No, that is deemed resident concept. Section 6(1)(a). In the deemed resident concept, though, one day also you need not be present in India. You are not paying tax anywhere else in the world. Yes. You are having total income above 15 lakhs. Forget it कि आप एक दिन भी India में present हो, you have to pay tax. That is deemed resident. This concept is different. Is the answer clear now? So out of 4 marks, 2 marks are done. 6 marks also same question is asked. तो ऐसे marks पे मत जाओ. जल्दी से लिखना है आपको. पहले number of days count कर लो, फिर condition लिख लो. And now because she is resident but not ordinary, middle column. Income received in India, deemed to receive. Accrue in India, deemed to accrue. Received outside India, accrued outside India, business controlled in India, taxable. So now what is her taxable income in India? Computation of income. Very quickly we can make particulars and amount. First one is salary earned. You can write in brief. In UAE, it's not taxable in India. In house property, kuch house property income in UAE. This is not taxable in India. Third, income deemed to accrue. Okay, income deemed to accrue in India. It's assumed that this income is deemed to accrue in India. बिल्कुल taxable है. Retail business in India. Yes, because he's a resident and ordinary resident. 10 lakh रुपए taxable. Income accrued in India. ठीक है, 3 lakh rupees. और क्या है? LIC पे किया है. Of course, first do the total. 18 lakhs is the GTI, gross total income. Less deduction is allowed. Excuse me. Under section 80C LIC, maximum up to 1,50,000. So the TI or the total income is 16,50,000. Just 2 minutes. I need to drink hot water and come. Check the answer. If you have any doubt, comment below. Yes. Clear to all of you? Nice question, no? Shruti is not resident and ordinary resident as she is not satisfying additional conditions, but she is satisfying the second basic condition with a twist. That is 120 days and more she is in India, 365 days and more in the 4 years, and total income in India exceeds 15 lakhs. Now, you know why I'm paying emphasis to this, dear students? Exactly same questions are asked repeatedly. Right. तो ठीक है, साथ में करते हैं इसको और अच्छे questions, and you see that it's not one exam, it's all the exams, same kind of questions are asked. Next I am taking up now, November 22. Sarthak, an individual Indian citizen living abroad. CMA specifically I am not taking क्योंकि number फिर बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा and we need to complete it, but CMA questions I am taking care, exactly same ही है. So don't worry about that. Mr. Sarthak, an individual, an Indian citizen living abroad, Dubai, a tax haven country. Okay, he's not paying any tax in Dubai since 2005 and never came to India for a single day. Okay, he earned following income in 21-22. फिर वही deemed resident. Section 6(1) capital A. एक दिन भी इंडिया नहीं आया, right? Okay. And he is Indian citizen. Those deeming provisions are not applicable to a person of Indian origin. He has to be Indian citizen. तब फिर वो एप्लीकेबल रहेगा उसको. Yes. 1 second, dear student. It's a very nice question. Some nice options also they have asked. Income accrued and arised in Dubai not taxable. Dubai is tax haven country and they don't have any tax. So that is 20 lakhs. Okay. Income accrued in India 5 lakhs. Income deemed to accrue in India 8 lakhs. Income arising in Dubai from a profession which is set up in India. Business income received outside India. कहाँ? Dubai. Accrue कहाँ हो रहा है? Dubai. बट प्रोफेशन सेटअप कहां से हुआ है? इंडिया से. कंट्रोल कहां से हो रहा है? इंडिया से. सो व्हाट इज द टोटल इनकम इन इंडिया? 18 and 5, 23 lakhs. Now look at this. How many days Sarthak is in India? 0 days. So he's not satisfying any of the basic conditions. But can we say he's a deemed resident? Yes, because he's satisfying all the conditions. Sarthak is not present in India for a single day. Yes. Is he having more than 15 lakhs income in India? Yes. He's not paying tax in any other country in the world. Dubai में तो है ही नहीं tax. तो नहीं है कहीं पे tax pay कर रहा है? No. Can we say he's a deemed resident? Yes. And if he's a deemed resident, he's said to be resident, but not ordinary resident. तो जो इंडिया में earn किया है, all that income will be taxable by virtue of section 6(1)(a). It's a wonderful question. If you really want to learn with good speed, presentation, do it in writing with me. If you're just sitting, lying and watching the video, it will not help you, dear students. There are some more bits to it. Determine the residential status of Sarthak and assuming no other income arises. ठीक है. Would your answer change if income arising in Dubai from a profession set up in India is 2 lakh? अगर ये वाला income 10 lakh की जगह 2 lakh होता, तो 8 and 2, 10 and 15, he'll become a non-resident because he has to earn in India above 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs नहीं आएगा. That language, no, 1 minute, I'll show you. Deemed resident अभी आपको पढ़ाया ना, dear students. Here. Yeah. An individual being Indian citizen, not Indian origin. Again, I'm saying. Having total income from foreign sources exceeding 15 lakhs. Exactly 15 lakhs also, he is not deemed resident. He will become non-resident. Clear? Right. चलो आ जाओ third. तो यहाँ पे तो ये non-resident हो जाएगा. What would be your answer if Sarthak is born in Dubai and his parents were born in India? Then to he is anyhow non-resident. Because this condition is applicable if Sarthak is Indian citizen, he is born in India. If he is born in Dubai and he's just of Indian origin, deeming provisions are not applicable to person of Indian origin. Deeming provisions are applicable only to Indian citizen. बहुत in-depth और अच्छे question कर रही हूँ मैं. I can take like spoon feeding kind of questions which students really enjoy. अरे दीप्ति मैम ने कराया, मेरे को सब आ गया. वो भी है, वैसे भी है, easy भी है. ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत डरा रहे हैं आपको. But then as a teacher, I always try to be, सबके लिए आसान नहीं है दीप्ति मैम से पढ़ना, भाग जाते हैं. But जब result आता है और 80 to 87 marks मिलते हैं ना, मैम we trusted you and we did this toughest level and then it was very easy. हाँ, तो after this for sure any of CMA past exams, MTP, RTP, कोई भी एकेडमी का प्रॉब्लम अगर आप सॉल्व नहीं कर पाए, click the picture, send me a message in our Telegram group. I'll clear it with a voice note. It's a promise. Yes. चलो, we are doing this problem number 2 in my material and it's November 22 का question paper. but अब चलो इसको पूरा साथ में करते हैं. Mr. Sarthak is deemed resident. Mr. Sarthak is deemed resident in India under section 61A. Okay? 61A mein is a deemed resident in India. As he is satisfying all conditions of deeming provisions. क्या क्या है देखो. Number of days present in India. He is not present in India for a single day. Number of days present in India. Put a dash, write down not important or not considered. Deeming provision के लिए जरूरत ही नहीं है कि आप कितने दिन इंडिया में हैं. Total income in India greater than rupees 15 lakhs. And it is. Check करो क्या क्या income है इंडिया में. Income accrued and arisen in India 5 lakhs. Income deemed to accrue 8 lakhs. Income accrued in Dubai but it is set up in India 10 lakhs. 23 lakhs. Total income in India कितना है? 23 lakhs. Okay. He is not paying tax in any other country. This is very important. आप कहीं और tax pay नहीं कर रहे and you are earning more than 15 lakhs in India. चलो, let us make them as deemed resident. Yeah, he's not paying tax in any other country. He's said to be deemed resident. As deemed resident, he is resident but not ordinary resident. Resident but not deemed resident. See, as it is, you are not there in India for a single day, but you have earned in India more than 15 lakhs. Huh? Are you, how many of you are feeling I'm like repeating the concept so many times? Yes, yes, comment below. है ना? Learn करा रहे हैं आपको बेटा. तो टोटल इनकम इंडिया में कितना एक्सीड हुआ? 15 लाख से ज्यादा. कितने दिन प्रेजेंट है? एक भी दिन नहीं. Not a single day. And you're not paying tax in any other country, Dubai or anywhere. Then as deemed resident, he is resident, but not ordinary resident. Now can we compute his income? Computation of income. Very quickly, particulars and amount. And let us start writing for Sarthak. Income accrued and arise in Dubai, not taxable in Dubai. तो अब क्या वो भी income इंडिया में tax होगी? No. Income from Dubai, वो taxable नहीं होगी. Resident but not ordinary resident, 5 incomes are taxable. Income received, deemed to received, accrued, deemed to accrue. And income received outside India, accrued but business controlled from India. तो दुबई की income तो बिल्कुल भी taxable नहीं होगी. Not taxable. I can write not taxable or I can put a dash also. बाकी तीनों होंगी. Income accrued in India. 5 lakh. Income deemed to accrue in India. 8 lakh. Income in Dubai. Income in Dubai. But set up in India. Control India se hai. That income will be taxable. So what is the total income on taxable income? 23 lakhs. Done. 6 marks problem. Super scoring, right or not? Generally ये question number 2 में आता है, but in choice छोड़ना नहीं है. इसके साथ के question भी easy होते हैं. Salary and residential status, these are the combinations for 14 marks. वो सब we'll discuss later. Paper pattern and all. So Sarthak wala case is clear to all of you. That is taxable. Now in this they have asked you some second bit. What would be your answer if income arising from profession set up in India is 2 lakh? Ye 2 lakh hai. Then income in India is 5 lakh. You can write like this brief I am writing, and 2 lakh. 15 lakhs. It is not exceeding 15 lakhs, then Sarthak will be non-resident. Deeming provisions will not be applicable. They are applicable if your income in India exceeds 15 lakhs. But वो नहीं हो रहा है, तो not applicable. Third. What is the third one? Third option क्या है? What would be your answer if Sarthak was born in Dubai? If Sarthak was born in Dubai, deemed resident provisions are applicable only to, ये जो deeming provisions है ना, they are applicable only to Indian citizen, not Indian origin. If Sarthak is born in Dubai and his grandparents are born in India, then he's said to be of Indian origin, but he is not Indian citizen. So then he will be, Sarthak will be non-resident. और अगर non-resident है, तो सिर्फ जो इनकम इंडिया में अक्रू हो रही है वही टैक्स होगी. हाँ, बट एज ए नॉन रेसिडेंट ऑल्सो यहाँ पे भी टैक्सेबल इनकम होगी. व्हाट विल बी द टैक्सेबल इनकम अगर वो 2 लाख रुपए है? If he is a non-resident, then taxable income will be only 5 lakh and 8 lakh. Dear students, 5 lakh and 8 lakh will anyways be taxable because it's received in India, deemed to be received. But अगर उसका जो third income है, business is set up in Dubai, and even if it is controlled in India, non-resident is not paying tax, no? That fifth bit in the yes, no table. Are you getting? And if he's born in Dubai, then deeming provisions are not applicable to Indian origin. Only to Indian citizens they are applicable. Okay. Then also what will be the taxable income? वो तो calculate करना होगा ना. वही 5 lakh plus 8 lakh, that is 13 lakh. चलें साथ में. Easy. चलो, little we'll go now to the next one. And I feel it's a superb question. You know, this kind of questions are very popular. They'll give you 7-8 type of income and they'll ask you calculate the income in like triple column. 3 column बना दो. अगर resident है तो कितना होगा? Here they have asked you only 2. Resident but not ordinary resident. तो वो नहीं पूछा है आपको. Or non-resident. They have not asked you the first column की resident. So this is May 23. RTP का question है. अच्छा है. See, getting all this type, marking, then aligning, proofreading. Do you think a teacher is taking efforts to help you to clear your exam and go to next level? Then please comment below. Do share this video. Subscribe the channel. Why 72% are like non-subscribers? है ना? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. बहुत टाइम लगता है सबको टाइप करवाओ और करो. चलो ये हम करते हैं. इस टाइप के प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत कॉमन है. Mrs. Roma, an Indian citizen, is government employee working for Indian government. See, when you receive salary from government of India, you work in Singapore or Malaysia, it is taxable in India as it is accruing from India, right? Now, salary income received in Malaysia for services rendered there. So this is your salary income. Now this is, had they written the word computed, मतलब this is gross minus standard deduction net, ऐसा कुछ नहीं दिया है. So we will take it as gross salary and we will give standard deduction. Profit from business carried on in Orissa, ये तो non-resident को भी taxable है. Loss from business carried on in Baroda, ये भी taxable है. Profit from business carried on in Paris, income is earned and received there, और business भी वहीं से control हो रहा है. Yes, right. Income is earned and received in Sydney, business is controlled from Paris. ना तो इंडिया में एक्रू हो रहा है ना रिसीव हो रहा है, तो ये दोनों क्यों टैक्स पे करेंगे? You have 1% doubt also, pause this video, check that table which I have given you. Income received outside India, accrued outside India, even resident but not ordinary resident will not pay the tax. तो ये किसी के भी लिए taxable नहीं है. Loss from business in Canada, though profits are not received in India, business is controlled from Dehradun, तो ये इंडिया में कंट्रोल है, तो ये resident but not ordinary. I'll do it when I do it in the notebook. I'll again say, but just reading out for all of you. Unabsorbed depreciation of business in Canada. Okay, that is how much? 16,000. वो भी. Profit and losses. When incomes are taxable in India, losses are also allowed. Profit from Indonesia business controlled from Delhi. 60% of profit deposited in bank in Indonesia, 40%. 40% which is directly received in India, even non-resident should pay tax. 70,000 ka 40% is received in India, even non-resident should pay the tax. But remaining 60% only resident but not ordinary. वो भी tax क्यों pay करेगा? Business received outside India, accrued outside India, but it's controlled from Delhi, है ना? Even if it is deposited in Indonesia, earned in Indonesia, but business is controlled from Delhi. So resident but not ordinary resident will pay. Fifth wala point. Rent from house property situated in Canada and received in Canada. No one. Income accrued outside India, received outside India, non-resident also, and resident and not. For this, I really want to take and you have to solve this question, huh? Excuse me. 6 to 8 marks, this is asked, dear students. Oh, sorry. Once I want all of you to check that table, no, please. हमारे मटेरियल में जो आपको टेबल पढ़ाया ना हमने भी. Yeah, see this. They have asked अभी के एग्जाम में only these two. Received in India, deemed to received, accrued, deemed to accrue, और ये वाला. Received outside India, but business control यहाँ से हो रहा है, और non-resident तो यहाँ पे भी no है. Non-resident is अगर कुछ connection है in India, I will pay the tax. All right. Chalo, let us continue. We are doing this problem in writing. Problem number 3 in my material. And it is May 23 RTP ka problem if you want to check. Problem number 9. Nahi bhi likhe to you take a printout of whatever I am giving and you can have. Computation of income they are asking us to make. Particulars and 2 columns. First option is resident but not ordinary. Please don't do triple column because Dipti ma'am ने तो क्लास में पूरा triple column ही कराया है. पर अगर 2 column पूछें तो 2 ही करो ना. चलें साथ में. First income is salary income. Even if it is received in Malaysia, it is paid by Government of India. Salary income. received in Malaysia. How much it is? 2 lakh. Will you allow standard deduction? Yes. Maximum how much is allowed standard deduction? Under section 16(1). 50,000. And for government employees, entertainment allowance and profession tax. तीन ही चीजें deduct होती हैं salary में से. Taxable salary. 1,50,000. Next. Profit from business in Orissa. Business in Orissa. You can write in brief. बिल्कुल. Non-resident भी क्योंकि business income ही accrue हो रही है इंडिया में. Loss from business in Baroda, Gujarat. Loss from business in Baroda. कितना है? 20,000. 20,000. ठीक है. Next is profit from business in Paris. Business income in Paris. Accrued there, controlled there, not taxable. Why both of them will pay tax in India? Since it is accrued outside India. Loss from business in Canada. Loss from Canada. But यहाँ पे bracket में लिखना है controlled from Dehradun. Income accrued outside India, received outside India, but controlled from Dehradun. तो non-resident के लिए तो taxable है अगर income है तो. If it is a loss, non-resident will take that loss. Or resident but not ordinary resident. Sorry, resident but not ordinary resident. Income received outside India, but it is controlled from India. So the fifth example. And non-resident के लिए it's not taxable. ठीक है? Next is unabsorbed depreciation. Unabsorbed depreciation. Do let me know. I'm stressing more like last 11, 12, 1:30 तक भी चलेगा शायद. I'm stressing more on what is asked in exam. But it's not I'll leave the other aspect. Other aspect we can cover up in brief exam oriented जो जरूरी है वो भी आपको करेंगे. अभी देखो unabsorbed depreciation of Canada का business है. उसका depreciation है. Same. It is controlled from Dehradun, no? And unabsorbed depreciation is like a loss. Here we will not take. Next is profit from Indonesia. Indonesia में business है और उसका profit है 40% is received in India. 40% तो 70,000 का इंडिया में ही रिसीव हुआ है तो दोनों के लिए टैक्स कर दो. $28,000. 60%. Controlled from Delhi. Is my explanation clear to you? Business income received in Indonesia, accrued in Indonesia, so non-resident will not pay tax in India. No. But it is controlled from Delhi. So 60% income, 70,000 का 42,000. आप चाहें तो यहाँ पे direct 70 भी लिख सकते थे. You will get marks in final exam. Resident but not ordinary resident के लिए पूरा 70 taxable है. But for non-resident only what is received in India. ठीक है? अब क्या बाकी है और? Rent from house property in Canada. Rent from property in Canada. Both will not pay tax in India. Not taxable. Not taxable, or you can put a dash. दोनों, because rent कहाँ है? Canada. Property कहाँ है? Canada. So even resident but ordinary resident, why he should pay the tax? If he pays, he can claim standard deduction also, but they've asked you double column for 6 months. Chalo karo. 150. Take care that losses are in bracket and they are to be deducted. Can we set off these business losses in the income? Yes. $218,000 is the gross total income. And here, $238,000. Yes. Tired all of you? So we can continue residential status remaining part tomorrow. And then we will start with heads of income. Of course, I am leaving section 10 right now, agricultural income, वो छोटा छोटा सब last में करेंगे. Heads of income से we can start practicing the computation of income, no? Those who want to buy the regular recorded videos for this so that they can have any doubts if they have, they can check up the app link in the description. And if you feel no, these free videos and this PDF problems what I'm giving are enough, you just want this Sarathi book, message me. That number is also there. Only the printing and courier charges tentatively comes to 350 rupees. The printing, it's more than 290 pages around book. So that we will take from you and we will send it to you by courier. No need to buy the course if you don't want to buy. I know time is crucial, sirf khareed ke rakhna nahi. And if you feel no, 999 plus 350 for courier charges in 999, you're getting all the pre-recorded videos. Yes, the best ones. And at least you can refer them for business ed, capital gain, wherever you need help, and you can go for it. Nothing required, बस रोज आ जाओ, YouTube लाइव क्लास साथ में अटेंड कर लो और प्रॉब्लम्स कर लो, नोट्स हाथ से लिख लो जो हम लिखा रहे हैं. ठीक है, चलो. नेक्स्ट वन इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. आई फील इट्स लाइक एक्चुअली आस्क्ड फॉर 6 मार्क्स. इज सरप्राइजिंग क्योंकि इतना छोटा क्वेश्चन है. अभी दिस रिसेंट MTP में पूछा है आपको. या श्योर है. Determine the residential status of Mrs. Rose and compute her gross total income. There was a printing mistake here. I corrected. I am again putting this in Telegram, but by mistake, if you have taken a print earlier, then do the correction, dear students. Determine the residential status of Rose. Compute her income. Rose is Australian, got married to Ram in India on January 2, 122 and came to India for the first time on 18th February 2022. ठीक है, 18th February 2022 को इंडिया में आए हैं. Okay, right. Now, again she left for Australia on 15 September 22. So April 22 to September 22 she was in India. Then she came India on 23rd. तो करंट ईयर इंडिया में कितने थे और लास्ट ईयर भी थे. She came to India on 18 February. That time also she was there. Okay, this is the first problem where I'll show you how to calculate the days now. Yeah, right. She had taken a loan. She purchased a flat in Delhi. तो पहले तो उसका residential status decide करो, रोज का. And for which she's let it out to Sahil for 25,000 per month from 1st May. So, you know, rental income, GAV, gross annual value. For 11 months, she's going to get rental income. Nothing given, you get standard deduction from rental income 30%. And she has taken loan from bank where she has paid interest. So interest on loan is allowed? Yes. Ma'am, self-occupied property, 2 lakh limit. This is not self-occupied. This is let out. So whatever is actual interest is allowed. Yes? We'll be doing all that tomorrow. है ना? कल भी starting to residential status अभी बाकी सबका भी बाकी है ना? So we'll see maximum how much we can do today. While in India during the previous year, she has received a gold chain from her in-laws. Receiving the gift above 50,000 is taxable, but other than relatives and our in-laws and father-in-law and all, they come in the relative definition. So this is not taxable. Only rental income is taxable. Question number 4. ये 5th हो जाएगा, ये 6th हो जाएगा. ये दोनों भी बड़े अच्छे क्वेश्चन है. From my material I have given, let me see and may if I can touch up. चलो साथ में करते हैं. Takes lot of energy to take classes like this, but trying my best to complete it on time so that you get good time for revision also. When I teach normal residential status, it goes on for bare minimum 4 classes of 2 hours daily. And of course, number of problems are more than 20. अभी आपको बताएंगे हम सारथी material तो आपको दिख जाएगा. But fine, now we are doing the gist of it. First, let us decide the residential status for rows. Okay? Right. Just read it 2 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, let us first decide the residential status of rows. And because this is a 6 marks question, you need to write the conditions also, dear students. Problem number 4. And it is from MTP. There are 2 sets. This is the first set for May 2023 exam. Yeah. Please bring, please, any of the CMA students should not feel कि ma'am CA के question कर रहे हैं. I'm teaching last so many years exclusive batches for CMA students and I'm taking care and the level of the problems are same. Don't worry. Still, if you feel you are not able to do, let me know. ठीक है? चलो. How many days Rose is present in India? For the previous year, 22-23, from 1st April 22, she left India on 15 September 22. So how many days? April, 30, May. I'm the writing to explain you. You can do it in calculator in exam. April, May, June, July, August, and September. Because April, May, June, July, August, and September 15th. The day she left, that also we will count. Again, she came back to India. When? 23rd March. 23rd March, जिस दिन इंडिया में आए वो भी ले लो. और कब तक? 31st March 2023. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 9 days. 177 days. चलिए साथ में आगे. Yeah, these many days. So actually Rose is satisfying not the first condition, 182 days and more, but she is satisfying the second condition. But second condition में क्या है कि 4 preceding years she should be in India. for preceding previous years. अब वो देखना पड़ेगा preceding previous year. 21, 22, yes, read it again. She came to India 18th February 22. February 22 to 31st March 22. कितने दिन होते हैं? February में 28 days are only there, and 18th also you have to count. February and 22, so 11 days of the February and 31 days of the March. 11 days because it's a leap year, no? So 42 days. और उसके पहले 2021 nil, 19 and 20 nil, 18 and 19 nil. So she's not satisfying any of the basic conditions. So she's a non-resident. Now how to write that? That is important. Can we go a little fast now in writing because we know काफी pages लिख लिए हमने. Yeah. As per section 6.1, rows should satisfy any one of the basic condition. Rows should satisfy any one of the basic condition to be resident. What is the first condition, dear student? Present in India. I'm writing little fast. For 182 days or more. Start writing fast. Writing practice is, this is a Sarathi practice batch. Concept बताना रहता तो 1 घंटे में residential status खत्म हो जाएगा. Revision. Present in India for 182 days or more. Not satisfied. Next. Present in India for 60 days or more. ये तो है. But इसके साथ और एक है and 365 days or more in preceding previous years. Not satisfied. She's present in India for 60 days or more. She's there for 177 days. Okay? But in the preceding 4 years, she's not there for 365. The basic condition is not satisfied. Conclusion. Rose is non-resident. Rose is non-resident as she is not satisfying. Rose is non-resident as she is not satisfying any of basic conditions. Rose is non-resident as she is not satisfying any of the basic conditions. So she's a non-resident. Done? Now what's going to be her taxable income? Though she's a non-resident, but then she has received the rent, no? Yeah, in India, right? So computation of income of Rose for the previous year 22-23. शुरू करते हैं. इनकम फ्रॉम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी, GAV, रेंट रिसीव्ड. कितना रेंट मिला है आपको? 25,000 per month from 1st May. So 11 months. 2,75,000. If there are any municipal taxes, we always deduct it, but right now it is nil. So what is the NAV? 2,75,000 minus standard deduction 30%. 82,500. And interest on loan. Interest on loan is allowed to be deductible pura because it's a let out property. Kal aur karenge. House property might go on for 2 classes, so don't worry. अच्छे से करेंगे. House property के पूरे marks हमारे हैं. Just in the evening, you take care of all your other subjects. Taxation, leave it to me. This is your income from house property income. Done? Okay, nice question, no? First decide the residential status of rows and then income from house property. Yeah, for gold chain, we can write it's not taxable in income from other sources. Gold chain. Gold chain. Received from relative. Not taxable. It's not taxable because it's received from relative. So gross total income is same, 7,000. So that's all for this topic called as residential status of individual. Residential status of individual, how to decide, then that income and related to that combination problems we have worked out. It will take at least 15 to 20 minutes more to complete the second part of this topic. That is residential status of other SSCs. Okay. और अदर एसएससीज के साथ आपका एक और अच्छा क्वेश्चन है जो बार बार आता है, रॉयल्टी इंटरेस्ट एंड ऑल इफ इट इज अक्रूड. सो आई हैव मार्क 2 more problems in your material. प्रिंट आउट भी आपको दिया है, उसमें भी और 2 क्वेश्चंस है which we will continue tomorrow. Okay, so let us work on 3 C's. I want to end this with the class with, and that is courage. Do we have courage and conviction to learn the things? And जब मैम बोल रहे हैं लिख के करो तो लिख के कर रहे हैं. आज मैं थोड़ा स्लो गई लेकिन इसका इम्पोर्टेंस है. In 50 marks, 6 to 8 marks is the importance of residential status, as good as head of income. एक चैप्टर ही हो गया आपका. तो C for courage, C for consistency. That it is. 11 to 1:30 be present here. अच्छा नाश्ता करके आओ. I know I'm taking it little late. Some schedule is there at home, so I can't start early. I can't take the classes in the evening, so this suits me. So make sure just for few days. But if you attend live, see yesterday's live chat, just watch how active it was. So if you have any doubt, you can clear it. Otherwise, वो doubt final exam में ना भी आए ना, तो वो doubt थोड़ा सा demotivate करता है कि ये मेरा clear नहीं हुआ, ये मेरा clear नहीं हुआ. तो कोई doubt रख के नहीं जाना है. If you are working and if you are watching as recording, join the Telegram group, put your doubt over there. Ma'am, at 2 hours and 30 minutes, you have solved this question. इसमें क्यों नहीं लिया? I'll clear your doubt. But give me at least 2 days time because so many doubts I'm clearing on voice note for costing, for tax and accounts. Next thing is tomorrow, first half an hour I need for residential status, and then straight we are starting with income from house property. Okay. So one is the clarity with which, अच्छा clarity, C for clarity क्या है? हम divert हो गए topic से. एक तो courage, एक तो करेज, कॉन्फिडेंस, जो भी आप बोल लो उसको. दूसरा है कंसिस्टेंसी, कि रोज बैठ के 2.5 घंटा टैक्स पढ़ना है. तो इमेजिन विद 2.5 hours with me, you have like completed residential status. You don't have to check it now. Study material questions all are like repeated. I'm taking care. And abhi in the coming classes, see, residential status was very simple. I will take care कि I am touching the study material. Abhi also I am touching, but not required for residential status of HUF and all. One question from study material only. We'll take it tomorrow in the class. And so C for courage, C for consistency. One more C I usually believe is clarity. Now and then be clear. कोई इमोशनल किसी के लिए नहीं पढ़ना कि मम्मी पापा ने बोल दिया सीए करना है, सीएमए करना है. You are having that passion to learn income tax to accounts. I agree it's not possible to love all the 4 and 8 subjects, but ठीक है, जो आपको पसंद है और आप इस फील्ड में आ रहे हो, you are seeing a beautiful future for yourself. See, students are waiting year after year, 12 months to get into best medical college, and by paying crores of rupees. So this fees value is like so much, but the fees is negligible. Institute's fees is only negligible. And you get yearly twice the option to write the exam. So there are a lot of win-win situation. Take benefit of all that. Be positive. Now and then you will have doubt कि करूं continue दीप्ति मैम के साथ कि खुद का खुद पढ़ लूं, ये करूं. चलते रहेगा. उसको बार बार खींच के पॉजिटिव लेके आना है, खींच के पॉजिटिव लेके आना है, and continue. Thank you so much. That's all for today. I told you 71% viewers are unsubscribers. Subscribe करो. पसंद आया ये टीचिंग तो लाइक करो, फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करो.